Picture it. Canada spends 2 years crawling through the broken glass of stalled canola shipments and frozen pork exports to finally get a narrow, technical tariff deal with China. 49,000 electric cars, a 6.1% tariff, some relief for farmers. And Washington's first reaction from Donald Trump is basically, "Good on ya, Mark. That's what you should be doing." He literally calls it a good thing. If you can get a deal with China, you should do that, he says, as calm as a man ordering Timbits at the drive-thru. No red alerts, no DEFCON, just a US president acknowledging that a sovereign country might, try to sell stuff to more than one customer. Fast forward a week, and suddenly the same deal is the 4 horsemen of the geopolitical apocalypse. On Truth Social, Trump thunders that if Canada makes a deal with China, it will immediately be hit with a 100% tariff against all Canadian goods and products coming into the USA. Not just cars, not just steel, everything from lumber to lobster wearing a 100% anvil around its neck at the border. Overnight, the good thing morphs into Canada as drop-off port for Beijing, a convenient front door for Chinese goods sneaking into America in a fake mustache and a Habs jersey. China, we're told, will consume Canada entirely, obliterating its businesses, social structure, and overall way of life. Strong words for an arrangement that covers a few percentage points of our auto market and some canola tariffs. Here's the hard fact. Canada did not sign a free trade agreement with China. The government is on record saying there is no intention of pursuing one. This is a narrow tariff fix that lets a capped number of electric vehicles in while prying open Chinese doors to Canadian farm exports. That's the file. It's messy, it's arguable, but it's not Ottawa handing Beijing the deed to Moose Jaw. And yet, the punishment on offer is a blanket tariff wall high enough to cast a shadow over every Canadian town that depends on the US market. One man's social media post becomes a loaded gun pointed at millions of jobs, wielded not because the facts changed, but because the politics did. With a USMCA review, a China scare, and a president who openly says Canada is so dependent on the United States that our entire population clings to the border for GDP warmth. That's the sovereignty story buried under the bluster. On paper, Canada has every right to negotiate targeted trade fixes as long as it respects clauses about full-blown free trade deals with non-market economies like China. In practice, a single threat of 100% tariffs is enough to chill any move that doesn't pass a political loyalty test in Washington. So you end up with a president who one week says, if you can get a deal with China, you should do that. And the next week warns that actually doing that will unleash economic Armageddon on your country. The facts of the deal don't change. The stakes for Canadian sovereignty do. Call it what you like. Leverage, brinkmanship, election year theater. But don't call it subtle. When your largest trading partner can swing overnight from polite golf clap to 100% tariffs on everything you sell them, the real drop-off port is where your independence gets unloaded.